Hello everyone, welcome back to Patrician 4. So, last time we set up our major hubs and ships going between them, and we've been expanding into two new areas. Oslo for its wool, and Thorn for, what are we getting from Thorn? The meat. But we haven't actually done anything with them yet, and this is under siege, so we're not messing with it. In fact, this entire area is all kind of messy right now. Oslo is our current focus, which is why we've got a huge supply ship over here. Let's take a look. We're a little low on money, so we're having some trouble just getting stuff done, purely because of how much money we have to spend on things. Like, our counting house isn't even here yet for another day. So, we did place down our buildings, though. So we have a sheep farm building. We're going to want many more. Do I just have 3? Yeah, I do. Forget how I did it last time. Create a famine in Visby. No, that's so mean. I should look around, though, and just check out everything that's going on. Increase production for honey. Sure. It's always nice to get an increased production in our main construction area, because we always have resources available. What do you want? You want money. Sure. Which leaves us a little low, but that's okay. So in Oslo, we do still have... Where is it? We have... Oh! This is worth looking at. Most popular merchants in the Hanseatic League. And we are well at the top, just because we have so many hubs that we pay attention to. Our immediate, like, the scenario opponent is the other Patrician from Lübeck. And he is next after us. We could run for office if we wanted to, probably. Can I see? Yeah, you can see all this stuff. So you can see, here's the different cities and their populations, and the cities at the top are the ones that we care about. Like, where's one that we care about that that hasn't grown yet? There isn't one. No, really. It's really, we are the ones that are causing things to get better. Let's take a look at some of the price movement. Grain in particular. Well, price has been pretty steady on grain. Yeah. Okay. What about... What else have we been giving out? We've been giving out cheese. Where's cheese? Yeah, it's still kind of staying the same. What about in individual towns like Lübeck itself? No, there's a lot of movement there. It's really hard to interpret. Production per day of each of the different things. This is convenient. I never pay enough attention to this. So we can actually see where other people are doing stuff. I wonder if this includes my businesses? It probably does. So like, let's look at cheese. It's all in Malmo. At least that's where all mine are. At some point, we might want to go and try to ruin the other people. You don't want to, like, knock them out entirely, because then just new people will show up, and they'll build a bunch of businesses. Because the AIs don't actually have money, they just have rules that let them do different things. But you could, like, crash the price of cheese, and they'll kill off half of their buildings until, yeah, until the price goes back up. This is part of trying to maintain various things. Anyway, that's not what I was getting at, though. You have these measures to produce scarce commodities and all that. They're telling us to make wine, but we don't have the ability to. Anything going on over here? Peaceful treasure map. Still can't see where it is. Well, we know where it is, but we can't see where the X is. And we don't really have money to be meeting these demands, unfortunately. Okay, we just made a counting house, so we should hire an administrator. And we'll just borrow somebody else's settings. And make sure our warehouse is good. Oops, someone was acceptable. Guess we built more warehouses in Danzig. Okay. These are still building. We're slowly recruiting, but not much point in doing much here at the moment. We'll just drop in our goods, let them drip into the economy. Let me make sure we got ships building in various places. And actually, I would like to focus maybe on this dude, on the guy in Lübeck, and just try to get him nice and happy all the time, the Duke of Mecklenburg. Just because we have a lot of, well, do we have a lot of cities in his domain? All we really have is Lübeck. So maybe not. Maybe we should focus on the guy that's in charge of Malmo and Visby, because we've got 2 cities. Or, what about you? I don't know the different rulers that well. So you're Bergen, Oslo, and Stockholm. So we got 2 in your area. That's worth paying attention to. And Danzig and Thorn, again, same sort of thing. And you're actually besieging the place right now. Yeah. There's some money. Money is coming in a bit slower, or it seems like it is. It's not really coming in slower. One part of that is simply that we're stockpiling more goods in warehouses instead of selling them immediately, so we can sell them later at better prices. So our total net worth is kind of the same, but our money total is doing different things. What am I doing? Selling these things? The other part of that is that we have built a lot more things, which not only costs money to build, it also takes money away that we could have gotten from selling the bricks and wood. That's one thing. I saw something. There you go. And finally, it's just not true. What actually is happening is that we have more stuff to do at once. So we're not holding space as long. So time is actually passing slower. Our East Guard, go and knock out this dude. Nice and simple. And go ahead and top off, please. You're just making those fights even slower by not having full crew. Any increased productions? No. So in real time, we're making less money per time, but in game time, we're probably doing better than we have been before. It's just harder to judge. Oslo has harbor dues. That's not common. It's always Aelberg. Alright, let's check out things in Thorn now. Maybe bring a whole nother group of supplies. You've got a lot of things to sell. Just trying to keep you light. You've got another ship you need to get rid of. And a few things to sell. Just looking for quests to increase production? No. Or to give me a map. Okay. Here's the Duke's men. Watch, they're gonna tear this smelter down. And they took a good chunk of my my farms over here down. Very sad. Oh well. Pirate, just outside of Rostock. Or outside of Lübeck. Come back here. Okay, that's not fair. He's immune from being attacked because he's attacking other people too much. Okay. Knock that cog out. Dump all the goods. Okay. Where's our supply? Where is our... Oh, we must have had to repair something, so it's all getting repaired right now. We'll just have to wait a little bit. Yeah. All these goods going through Oslo. That's annoying. Like, we set that... We were trying to avoid Aalborg, so that's probably going to be either next to last or last. But we're still going to have good stuff there. Oh well. Harbor fees are a fact of life. How are we doing on capacity? 55. 40. What happened in Danzig? 48. 60. Visby needs some help. I keep on clicking the wrong one for the tavern. Okay. Thorn. 48. And Stockholm. 64. You need a lot of houses. That gets you down nicely. I should look for extra capacities around. Is there a way to do that, like, quickly? Let me see. So, if I put this to storage and then press tab, I go through different places. So I can just see if, I can look at this number to see if it's really high. So this number is really high because we have a ton of hemp in Aalborg, apparently. Don't we have hemp being delivered from Danzig? Is there a Danzig hemp? Aalborg hemp. Okay, let's just make this a little better. We'll just add a few ships to it, and it will start distributing things more. And eat up that hemp. Or we'll find here. We can get rid of all the hemp in the world if it's not gone in a bit. Increase production of honey. Sure. Alright. Okay, I keep getting distracted. So I wanted to grab my supplies, grab a whole bunch of bricks, probably a bit more brick than wood, and go to Thorn and make sure that city is progressing the way we want. New ship in Novgorod. When was the last time we even tried to set up a ship in Novgorod? Aalborg under siege. Great. That honey might not happen. Alright. So build some ships. Always build ships. And then We can sell things. I can just give it to, I'm not equipping our, clicking on the right one. Dump all this in. We actually have a bit of meat being produced. Not quite a lot, enough, but let's just see what our workforce is looking like. Ah, is this because these aren't getting built? So probably we're short on salt. Yeah, one sawmill supports all of that meat. I guess it's not that much of a dependency chain. But why are you not selling? You should be selling. We have we just added a ton of I guess it is slowly. Okay, we just need to get even more. There. Now things should be building. Slowly, slowly. And they have to rebuild all this stuff. That's probably the problem. It probably was built. It just needs to be rebuilt now because it just got besieged. Alright. So, go get some more supplies. Before I rejigger all of our trade routes, I want to add at least one more city. And we might want to go up to 2 just for the next rank. So what will be the next one? There is a pirate there. Let's go and send a guard for it. And again, reminder, I am blatantly cheating on the pirate fights. Just so I don't have to deal with them. I'll bother with the pirate fights when they make them fun to do. By the way that I'm cheating is so on the pirate fights, there's always 3 different ammo types you can use, and all the pirates use the first ammo type always. It's the one that does this basic damage in equal proportions to hull, men, and sails. And I basically turn it so those don't do any damage. They do like 1 damage per shot instead of hundreds. And then I can just kill them easily with the other ammo shots. And that's all easily available in the INI files for the game. Pirate, Holgerson. Let's get a guard ready. I would actually kind of prefer if I did not get ships from them, just to keep the experience more pure. But if they're forcing me to deal with pirates, then I'm going to be happy for the occasional free ship. Oh, I didn't even see that our away had come back home. Ah, so they expanded the gate. Now there's no gate near the city anymore. How long ago did that happen? I think it happened. I know it's been building for a while, but I wasn't sure it actually had moved out. I don't know. Anyway, we said we're going to try to get the guy who's in charge of Visby happy with us. So maybe we should actually be checking on him more often. I'm not going to create a famine in Stockholm. That's mean. What about the guy in charge of Stockholm? You want me to give you stuff that I don't have. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll just ignore you for now. So, what's the next good that we want to get involved with? Not that. What am I doing? So we've got all these. We don't really have hemp. We have like a temporary hemp solution. We don't really have metal either. We've got something that builds enough metal for its own tools. But it would be good to get metal, and honey, and salt. So I guess one of these three is the things we should get on next. Honey, metal, salt. So what would be a good place for those? There's some honey. And I want honey that does not have mead already there. So that we're not tempted just to go on to the next one. Eventually we'll have another city that builds mead for us. Ideally it would be somewhere in the middle area, just so, well, there's some salt. Just because we tend to be here. These cities are pretty useless. Like, it's gonna be a while before I bother going to Rostock. Like, I kind of can build clothing, self-supplying, if I give it wool. I don't know. What about Riga? Kind of useless. Eventually, we're gonna have pelts from somewhere. So that's a thought. We could get Raval for its honey. Just because it's here? Like, what's Novgorod? Novgorod is metal and tools and pelts. So pelts might be a good city for Novgorod, because it's got, well, it can't build it innately. It's gonna need, so I don't think that it's gonna work. I guess what I'm saying is, I think it's okay to make Raval be a honey city, because we're not gonna use it for its pelts. So let's make that our next focus. Here, we'll wait till a ship stops in here just to see how much it's gonna cost. Alright, so if we were to make a counting house, it would cost 1.3. That's not that bad. I thought the last one we did was like 2.1 or something. Oh well. Let's get a bunch of supplies. Send our auto ship back out. I should check our notifications more often just to see if there are things of interest. So we have a ship in Novgorod I just need to pay attention to. Thorn has a lack of... Okay, we know about that. Visby has a lack of raw materials. Why would that be? What are you building that's causing problems? Smelter. Smelter. So we're producing 12 per day. And we're trying to consume 14. I remember this. This is the same issue we had before. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll expand again just a little bit. We'll add another couple of these. And another couple of these. In-house population. Population's fine. Alright. Anyway, let's grab some supplies. And head on over to Raval. Assignment failed. What did we just fail? Oh, we failed to increase production and... Yeah, I remember because we got invaded. So it became besieged, so it wasn't able to produce. It wasn't able to create the item. Too bad. Maybe there's somewhere else we can build something. It's not a big deal to fail those. It just kind of sits in your book forever as a failure. What do we have here? A rat plague. Great. You're still besieged. You don't have a quest for me. I guess the siege just let up here. No, I'm not seeing any quests around. Too bad. Population is terrible, though. What about Danzig? Also having some troubles. There, you grabbed a whole bunch of hemp that we had excess of. That's fine. Again, I should just check to see where is it over, say, 5,000. So you in Lubbock, because of the wood. And that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe I should build a additional wood thing. Like, are there places that are lacking wood? Not really. Like a little bit up here. Yeah. Here. Now you're not lacking wood. Like, it would not be terrible for us to just go ahead and switch off a lot of our wood production until we have the brick we need. This is dairy. I keep on going to Malmo thinking that's where it is, but no, it's not. It's over here. So we have fully populated clay pits and fully populated sawmills. I think we just need more of both. So let's just put another set of clay pits down. And population is going to get high. We can build all over the place now. We're not limited just to this area, but it's fine. We are incurring storage costs. Worth probably building a few more warehouses. Alright. What was I doing? I was going to revolve. And we'll hold space for a little bit, just until we have money. There's a pirate. Whoa! These noises. Let's see which route did they come down. Nah, they came down here. So, well, no, I think they just didn't bother to build these. You know, I don't need them, so we don't need to have honey being produced here. That was just for the quest. Yep, repair things up. We have a nice stock of ships. Like, we've been building for quite a while without expanding. Stockholm under siege. Nice haul that time. Tons of spices. Here, why don't you stop in Oslo? Ooh, I saw that. Just some flotsam. You were empty before doing that. That's interesting. Are you set up wrong? No, you're auto trade. You just happen to be empty. Oh, another pirate. Just like playing whack-a-mole, I swear. Oh, that was the Crayer. I thought it was a Snaka. Oh well. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's possible that just because of all of our other economic activity we've been doing in that some of our auto routes just aren't good anymore because we're like buying up the cheap stuff. I see that. Not I want my auto routes to get that, not one of you. You. All right. So let's go ahead and get our privilege. 1.3. 200 to buy for each of the production. We don't need pelts. I just want to produce regular stuff. We'll go ahead and get a counting house out. And now we have no money.
Think of building any more buildings here. I was doing very well here.
I can't build belts. But that means there's probably some elsewhere where I could expand production. There's only one, you can only be on one expand production quest at a time, just across all of your cities. We just need to find a good one. Why'd it get all quiet? Well, none of them are offering, so too bad. Where is that? Right here. Oh! I can actually follow it? It's like going away. Aha! We found the pirate hideout. I should make a point of doing this.
Hideout has been discovered. Now you can have the Hanseatic Council assign you the job of wiping it out. The measures chosen by the Hanseatic League Council will be posted in the guild.
Okay, we'll wait for them to tell us to do it, because it's free money. But we'll be able to finally knock some of the pirates out. One group of pirates, at least. Alright, I was in Reval. Whoa, was that another pirate right outside? No, it's just I stopped ship. Alright, so we said this was going to be our honey city. It's definitely going to need first some warehouses. And then a bunch of honey. We'll build one at each end.
You no longer need to try to produce goods here. I am better at it anyways.
If you say so, man. Some houses.
You want to lure my tenants away? You are not the first to try. Get out. I see you enjoy baiting me. I told you to stop trying to expand your holdings in my city. Which part did you not understand?
Not very good so far, but we don't have the money to build a bunch of them. Stupid pirates. Where is it? In Rostock. There we go. Still on my beer. Ooh, this place is up above 10,000. We should look for a too much wood thing somewhere. Cheap merchandise for sale. Maybe we'll leave that one alone. Destroying a pirate hideout. That's what I want. Alright, let's drop off this ship. Let's top off our sailors. as we can. And go wipe out Lafferty's pirate hideout. There wasn't much. Reputation increased. That's not something you see very often within the entire Hanseatic League. And hopefully that means we'll never have to fight Lafferty again. You know, they'll add more and more pirates, and there'll still always be pirates from wherever. But if you can find the hideouts, I think that's permanent. There, away. Why don't you go to Aelberg this time? And why don't you take some pitch with you? Trade it away. Start developing this place up a bit. Get size going. Nope. Ah, there's always more pirates. Where? Here. Unknown pirate. This is how I do my pirate battles. Just ram them. Get out of the way. There. This city is getting a little well populated. Unfortunately, we never have everything we need for these. There's always like one other thing. Mead in this case. Do we have, by chance, mead in the city? Where am I looking for? Here. Nope. Completely out of mead. Which is why I asked for it, of course. So yeah, you're getting quite heavy on the wood. Danzig is having a slight problem, but it's across all sorts of goods. So actually that's just kind of like our minimum. Like once everyone's well supplied, they're all going to have around 4,000. So yeah, just Lübeck and wood. So let's actually look around a bit, see if we can find somewhere that wants to buy a bunch of wood. Sweden needs brick. It's kind of in the same vein. Close. Refugees. Piece of a treasure map. And increased production. Sure. You want me to produce more raw metal. Why not? Okay, and there wasn't enough to build that. Let's see if our internal stocks are enough. You have not quite 400 in each. Is that good? No? Yep, there we go. Okay, that will get built. We'll find one eventually. It doesn't matter that much. It's annoying when we have huge stores, and it is expensive, but it's not that big of a deal. That was a bit wasteful, but that's okay. What am I doing here? I was building a few things. The issue is our counting house isn't there, so our administrator isn't working. But go ahead and bring you back to the Vic. There it is. And I want one more, and then we'll spend some time rejiggering all our routes. $400. I thought it was just going to be another 200. Drop the ship off. Both of them. Apparently we forgot to do that last time. And where was that other pirate? Up here. There's like an entire game mode where you're the pirate. And you go around fighting your competitors by sinking their ships and all that. And how boring is that? Do you want wood, by chance? No. Apparently, they think we need to build more cloth. It would just give me some cloth. It's kind of lazy, but sure. Build 2 plants of cloth. That's easy. I mean, we can do it right here. The reward's kind of crap, but that's okay. What was I doing? We were just coming back for more supplies. And then we're going to expand a few more cities and then expand into another place. Let's check on Thorn, just to see how that's going. And then we'll check on Raval, and then we'll pick out our next new city. Okay. So this is all built. We actually have some meat being produced. We should go ahead and set up a trade route. Well, let's wait until... Let's set up a baby trade route. So just a very simple one, and we'll redo it later. Thorn meat. Sure. Just because I don't want to bother doing it properly right now. Alright. Where's my supply ship? There. And what's this? This is away. Okay. You're gonna need to repair after this. So actually, you produce your own wood, so you've got a bunch of wood. That's not a problem. In fact, you might have too much wood. It's kind of a problem that you have that much wood. Where is the limit? It's just all from this one thing, right? This one sawmill. It's producing 6 a day. Here, cut it in half. Until we get enough, until our salt outproduces it. Once this is full of workers, it'll slowly start taking the wood away. But until that time, we'll handle that ourselves. I was here to check on the population. 70%. Yeah, we should have checked this place out a while ago. Okay. And we're definitely going to need some fountains after all that mess. I see it. It's trying to end up in that spot. No, doesn't work. What about right here? No? No good? Oh well. Rostock under siege. Too bad. And after all that, it's actually still not terrible on wood. It's the brick that's holding it back from being able to complete everything. Needs our 1300 brick. Assignment completed. Reputation increased. There you go. I should probably raise all these to have maybe 10 instead of just the 5 I've been putting in. It's not a big deal. They still want me to produce more cloth. Nice. Okay. Well, we'll just keep on doing that. Just for some random reputation. At 0%, capacity, or what they call utilization. So it doesn't actually change anything, but we're building the facilities. Yeah, we should keep on building ships in our hubs. Okay. Drop you. Let's see if you have one more route on you. Down to 92. Looks like you'll be good. Yeah. We'll see if it manages. New ship in Thorn. That's fine. Okay. How are things in Reval? And what percent did we get that down to? 51. Fine. So in Reval, it's at 65, which is a problem. So let's bring our supply ship back to Lubeck, and we'll fix that. There, that will do. And this is Riga, Reval, and Novgorod, which we only have one of, so no point in dealing with it. This guy is mean. He always wants bad things to happen. You guys are mean too. Go away. You're all cheering and angry. Okay. So we just built Reval to produce honey. So the other two we were looking at were what? It was raw metal and salt. So, oh, there's a pirate. Let's intercept him before he starts wrecking our place up. After the first volley that they take, they lose so much maneuverability that you kind of just you've won. You just need to finish them off. And I always go for the Krayer first because they're the trickiest to outmaneuver when they're full. Come back to Lubeck. No goods at all. Psh. I guess we caught that too early. We should have let him whack away at a few more people before we took him back. Reduce the production of beer in Stockholm. And I kind of already did this. Look at that, 300,000 to kill a pirate out near the city of Rostock. Now, okay, before we do that, can we actually see the pirate? Because if we can, yeah, abort the repairing. We can't. So we might end up with the quest broken because we are like, maybe that was the one that was over here. And now that he's not coming, there just wouldn't be a quest. And so we'd fail it automatically. So, which isn't a terrible thing, but you know, I hate to have those failed quests on my books. They want me to make stockfish. So do I. That would be a good thing to get next, perhaps. Going over to Edinburgh. I mean, we don't have salt, so we need somewhere that can produce, that has salt. Well, without salt, I don't think we can do that. So never mind. Like, we haven't done anything down in this part of the world. This is some potential. We could make Hamburg our salt city. And this could be our cloth city. Bremen. It can self-produce cloth. Eventually we'll need to pull in some wine from one of these. Whoops. This could be our mead city. That'd be good. London itself isn't too crazy good. Yeah, there's not an obvious candidate for stockfish. I forget, does that need both hemp and salt, or is it just one? I don't know. We'll have to go look it up when we actually get into it. Either way, I was thinking Hamburg might be good for salt. So, well, oh, I see random things at sea. I should take this wide view more often, because then we'll see like little bottles and that kind of thing that let us get those treasure maps. Oh, the last treasure map we bought actually had it here. So where is that? That's right here. Let's go find that. See how much it's gonna be. It's here about somewhere. Oh, no, I'm completely wrong. There we go. 900,000. That's quite a deal. Alright, where's my supplies? Let's grab a bunch of stuff. We really need to start cutting down or distributing this somehow, because we just have way too much of both of these things. Okay, let's go ahead and build a couple of these small routes to try to deal with it. Non-auto route. Lubeck. Wait a minute, do I already have one? Let me just check my routes. I have so many, it's hard to keep track of which ones I've dealt with. I have a Lubeck wood for our hubs, but not for our and what is this? Is this called Lubeck? Was that the one I just made? No, it's got a name. It's Lubeck cloth. I just named it poorly. Okay. So let's make a Lubeck wood west. And we'll add another couple ships to it. And you're just gonna try to sell wood to the rest of the world that doesn't already have it. Which is not very many cities, to be honest. Do these both have it? No, they don't. So we can have another Lübeck East. I did that wrong. Wait a minute. Where is my Lübeck Wood West? I set up the route wrong. For these cities, we don't want them to load. So a 0. This is purely for distribution. There you go. And you're going to do the same going this way. We'll deal with our hubs ourselves, which we'll have to deal with later. We do need to expand it to take into account our additional hubs. But we can do that. It's not a problem. In theory, you could play this entire game without building anything. Just be the guy, the middleman that trades stuff between the various patricians. I think that's a boring way to play it, but other people enjoy it. You need more ships. Let me think. So, no, you're going to Novgorod, so you need Krayers. They're both going to. So, Lübeck, Brick, West. Not many cities. Just the 3? Maybe I should just have a Lübeck Brick. And it will handle both sides. Yeah. Alright. That might help take off some of the pressure until we find a good one of these, but for brick or wood. Which I'm still looking for, but they're just not popping. Increase production of Malmo, of mead. Sure. We're all wealthy? Nice. The burgers feel splendid. Wage costs are reduced by 10%. Good deal. Just because we've managed to keep it so well supplied. Both of those began building right away, so let's go ahead and build some more houses here too. Okay. And does your lord want anything? Except for he's being a bastard and wants us to go and attack other places. We need to find somebody that's all like, give me money. I want a greedy lord, not a vindictive, angry bastard of a lord. Anyway. You're coming back. Where's my supply ship? You're going to Hamburg, right? You're definitely going to need to repair this time. Alright, and you are in Hamburg. Let's see how much it's going to cost to expand here. 1.4, 1.5 really. It's getting expensive. Getting expensive. Another 200 for both. We don't need cloth, so we can just stick to the first one. Let's get our counting house.
Commissioning a counting house? For your own sake, you should leave it at that.
It's the same Patrician we have already in Lübeck. We haven't bugged him very much, but so we need some wood.
You
A
no
small
longer
city on
need
this
to
side.
try to produce goods here. I have everything under control.
And then this is going to be our salt city. So just a ton of salt things.
I have already told you a number of times that I do not appreciate your continuous expansion in my city. You are disturbing my business.
Next time, tell me something that I care about. And that should fit, except for this road's curved, so it's messy. That's fine. Eventually we can put a well there or something. Alright, sell all this stuff. New rank, Patrician. And we should build some more houses here. I forgot about that.
I expect you to either tear this house down immediately or cut me in on the profits. Remember, I was here first.
There we go. We even used up all of our supplies. $400,000 reward, and we're flush on money again. Don't suppose there's a new one? No. Piece of a treasure map. What do you guys want me to do? Reduce the production of beer. You want me to produce 10 stockfish? I cannot. Not now. See, what I could be doing now is I could lower the utilization, and we'll stop producing wood for a bit. But then the population will go down, and they'll consume fewer things from my other cities. So I much prefer to have it just taken out of the economy entirely by one of these quests. We just gotta keep an eye out for one. We can absorb the extra cost for a little bit. Keep the local lords happy. Want stockfish, of course, the stuff I don't have. This is getting a bit full. Excuse me, excuse me. Okay, I'm not going to build any more ships until we rejigger our economy a little bit. And to do this, I think I want to... I guess we'll just begin with wood and go through it one by one. So, Lübeck wood. We'll wait for you to check back in with Lübeck. Alright, and I'm going to give you a few more ships. That's probably too many. Excuse me. Excuse me. And we'll edit your route. So go to these places first. So now it takes 20 days. So we want to be delivering at each of these cities 2 times their 10-day production, or 10-day demand. So just to look at Lübeck, because it's a good example, this needs 105 per day, and it supplies itself, so it's actually a bad example. But so we need to bring, let's see, I just forgot it already. 105 times 8, because Lübeck doesn't count. And we need to double that. So 800, 1600. So we need to be carrying at least 1600. More is better because it lets us, it gives us the ability to top off somebody that was way behind. But long term, we can get away with less. So let's just go with 1900 for now. It's kind of convenient that this is 20. It's a nice multiple. It's hard to think I need to have 13 days worth of a 10-day supply, and you just multiply it by 1.3. But it's hard to do mental math. Oh, I forgot Hamburg. Okay, never mind. Do Hamburg also. So we'll go down the coast and then back up. 25 days, extra 5 days just from that one city. Now it's more complicated again. Okay, let's add a few more. $22.4, that's fine. And they're going to be really boring. They're just all going to look the exact same. Just drop it all and bring it all back. Alright. And before I get that going, I should make sure I have my administrators set right. So let's copy this. Reval gets 1. And it needs some warehouse guards. Here's Hamburg. Okay. Looks good. What's going on here? Nothing I care about. Okay. So now Lübeck wood, or I'm sorry, Lübeck brick. It's in Visby. Let's go ahead and expand it here up to, I don't know, 25. The demand for brick seems to be higher. So, like just in a regular city, it seems to be higher. So that seems fine. We'll edit your route. It'll always look kind of the same for all of them. Except for we missed Malmo. Always 25. You almost want to split it and just do the east cities and the west cities. Just to have reduced latency. That would mean we would need less storage. Because this is important for more than just how many ships I need. Basically, I need each of my individual places to have enough storage for, I mean, that's not going to matter for brick because we already are storing more. But for example, for grain, the city consumes 118 grain every 10 days, which means that since we're only delivering stuff every 25 days, we need to have more in storage. So how much did I say I wanted in storage now? We're going to need, let me find Lübeck. That was what we were using as our model. So Lübeck needs 222, and actually it does not have enough grain right now. So some potential there for growth. So 222, we want it to have at least 444, and then half again that, so 555. So at a minimum, we need to store 500 grain. Probably 600 would be safer. What am I looking for? My counting house. We need to up this number. What am I looking? Trade mode. So right now I'm only saying to store 300, but that's not enough. The city's going to run out at that rate. We need to be storing 600. 550 would be due, but 600 is safe. Let's do that same sort of calculation all over the place. So, brick, we're going to need 500, which we are already doing, but apparently we're going to need even more than that. Wood, we're going to need 350. Or 250. Am I doing this right? You double it and then add half. So 200, 400, 500. 100, 200, 250. Yeah. But I'm going to do 500 for each. So 500, 500. No, 500 is not good enough. 1,000, 600, 300. We'll just triple it. That makes it easy. So 1,000, 300, 600, 300. And we're doing this in the purchase menu. 600. What did I say the number was? I'm really bad at this, aren't I? 300, 600, 250, 250, 300, 300, 600, 250, 250. I swear, it was If only I could just have both windows open at the same time. 300, 600, 250, 250. 300, 600, 250, 250. I'm forgetting it. No, Lubick. 300, 600, 300, 250, 250? Was that it? No, it was 300, 600, 250, 250. It's not the number I'm forgetting. It's where in the sequence of goods I am. So salt, I think, is the next one we haven't done yet. Yeah. So salt, we want 150. Tools, 200. So 150, 200. And we've always been terrible at mead. 150, 200, 250. It would be nice if it would at least leave me in the right window. So 150, 200, 250. Cloth. Is 150. Beer is 400. 150, 400, 400. Clothing is 150, 250, 250. So 150, 250, 250, 150, 150. Sorry for the rank incompetence I'm demonstrating doing this. Cheese and pitch are the same, both at 250. On either side, it's 150. I think that's the same, and these are half of that. Let me double check that though. Yeah. And that's 60, 75 is fine. 60 would do. Now, all of that was based on consumption patterns of the city, which means we probably messed up the wool. Because that needs more because of its... Okay, let's look at a different city. What's another big one? Malmo. That doesn't need wool. So wool's a lot though. Wool's the same as iron. So just in terms of a general rule. We'll make this just 250. All right, so let's store this and apply it everywhere. And we'll have to go through and make local changes again. So Aelberg is making our pitch, so wood is fine. It's the sales that we need to be more careful of. Oslo is wool. Stockholm is beer? I think Stockholm's beer. So you need to store another 200 to this, just to be safe. Malmo is cheese, but that doesn't need any inputs. Visby is metal tools, so we need to store a bit extra of this. Danzig is our grain, doesn't need to store anything. Thorn needs to store a bit of extra salt. And a bit of wood, but we're already doing that. Reval is honey, so it doesn't need anything. And you are salt, so you need wood. I think we're set up. Okay, so that's our new thing. So that's gonna be we're gonna lose money for a few moments while we spend a lot of time populating all those different places. Okay, let's go back and deal with our roots. So we just did Lübeck brick. Did we finish it? I think so. Yeah. Okay, so next we have Malmo cheese. That's a little weird. Go this way first, then up, then back to Aelberg. Yep. Alright, and you're a decent size. We just switched it up so that we're carrying how much cheese? Each one wants 250. You're fine. I think you'll be good. So that's on its way. What else? Actually, we have like little weird ones like Lübeck honey. I wonder if I should just cancel that. I'll just let it go for a while. And Lübeck spice and cloth and all that. They're fine. And Malmo salt. Even though it'll be replaced in time. Anyway, Stockholm beer. And we're not doing any trading outside of our main hubs right now. We'll eventually have to set up other routes for that. But this is just keeping things going. And we'll see where we're failing in time and be able to judge based on that whether we need to add ships. I think this could use a couple more, or at least one more, I guess. We need some more routes that cogs can deal with. Alright. Thorn meat was the route we set up that was bad. Now we can do a more proper go at it. In a way, I'm kind of annoyed that I don't have Aelberg last always. It's convenient to do it that way because then you can look at Aelberg to know what's not reaching the end. But now we're gonna have to... It'll be mixed between Edelberg and Lubeck. Just because of the way the cities are laid out. Kinda can't deal with that. Bisbee Tools. Bisbee Tools is small. We need to get that more stuff. Here, go get some more ships. And of all things, it's running on a cog. Like, I almost wanted to sell these because I haven't found a good use for them. But what we'll eventually do is use them for, like, hauling around people. Because they're all upgraded. Because all of these cogs come from battles. So they're already armed ships. They just don't have any sailors in them. And we can eventually, like, dismiss an entire workforce of a city and then load them all into ships as sailors, sail somewhere else, and then drop them off. But that's well in the future. Okay. Sorry if this is not the most engaging gameplay. I know that this entire game is something that probably not many people would enjoy, but I do. So, yeah. Sweden needs wood! That's what I've been looking for. So, they wanted me to bring it all to Visby. Sounds good to me. Here. I have a use for all these cogs. You will be called Temp. You are now the Temp fleet. Enjoy it. We'll bring you back there. And where is our supply fleet? Away? Why does Away have so little good in it? Did it... I don't know. That's weird. Maybe something went wrong. Where's our supply? It's in the book already. Temp. So most of the time our supply ship does not want cogs in it, because then it can't go up rivers. But if we just want a ton of capacity so we can haul a ton of wood out to Visby, this works. Just hope we don't get hit by pirates on the way. There. All the wood it'll ever need. Alright, we were in the middle of redesigning. We got to the bottom of our list without actually getting to all our things. So, Elberg Hemp, which is, again, one of our little unofficial routes, but that's okay. Until we get an actual good hemp city, we can just continue it up like this. There you go. Elberg Pitch is more serious. And it's already on all of them. No, it's not. It's got some random cities mixed in to help offload the extras. So this extra 5 days from having to go down here, it's not that bad. Like, I kind of want to... I understand why someone might say, let's just cut that one city out and deal with it special. But eventually we're going to have these cities in there too. So, and that extra 5-day cost will get, I don't know, what do you call it, amortized over the rest of the cities. So I don't mind paying it now and getting our routes all big enough to last for 25 days. We're just saving ourselves a bit of hassle in the future. I do think that this should expand a little, so let's grab a few ships in Danzig. Nah, not that much. That's fine. Anything interesting going on? No. Interesting measures? Ah, they're back to saying they want me to do cloth. I kind of don't care. I mean, what's the virtue of doing it? Anybody interesting wanting requests? Or are they being jerks again? Cause a famine. What a mean person. Is it the same here? Yeah. Same dude. You just want some money. Money is the easiest thing to give people. I wish they all just want money. Lower the prosperity in Lübeck. Screw you, man. No. Now we already looked at you. Okay. It's what we can do. What's next? So... we haven't seen any of the Danzig ones, I don't think. Danzig grains. Still only 25 days. Even if it is a little bit of a mess. Most of the time is spent at the ports. I mean, instead of traveling between them. It takes time to travel between them too. I'm not sure if that's accurate, what I said, most of the time. But a good chunk of the time is spent sitting in the port, offloading and reloading. Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. We just need to expand our grain a little bit. Go ahead. Did we finish setting you up? Yeah. Oops. Ah, I keep missing it. If I were doing this for real, I'd go slower. And I would, like, go in bursts at the right times. Just so I can get the exact timing on this. But that is painful to watch, let alone to do. Did I see another pirate there already? No, it's hard to tell my own ships from the pirate. They're just this dark color. Let's get some more crayers building everywhere. Increase production for mead. And by the way, we don't have any mead here, so let's set our utilization lower. How is our dairy going? I don't think we're producing enough for this, so let's build a bunch more of these. We need more cheese. You'd think they'd be transporting milk, but apparently cheese is a more essential item. Yeah, we've built several of these mead brewers. I could just sell them. I mean, I wouldn't want to sell them to the dude. I could just demolish them, but it doesn't cost us that much just to have the building. Only 200 per day. It's fairly trivial. Anyway. What was I doing? So we just set up Danzig grain. And you are in Malmo, and I didn't unload you. No, I did. It's just it wasn't updating right. Okay. So we just set up Danzig grain. Stockholm beer, is it set up? Yes. Okay, I think that's good for now. Now we just need to set up the new ones. So Thorn, what are we doing in Thorn? We need to build some more houses. Don't have enough fountains. You're right, you don't. That's why I call them fountains, because you call them fountains. I mean, sure, the game calls them wells, but the people complain they don't have enough fountains. See, we don't have enough fountains. What's a fountain? I don't know how to make fountains. I can give you a well if you want. Anyway. Okay. So we have in this place we are starting to build up a decent amount of meat. We did that. We did thorn meat. Okay. Never mind. Reval. What's the good here that we're making a ton of? Honey, right? Yeah, it was all Reval honey. This is the real honey root. So let's get some ships together. That's not a lot of capacity. We need more. Let's see if we can get some more in other places. Do we have any ships in Thorn? Like, I kind of want to have all my ships in either Lübeck or... Oh, we're out of money. Either Lübeck or Danzig. That seems to be our, like, main cities right now. Where else do I have ships? In Malmo and Elberg. Oslo is starving? Really? Well, we need to get our cheese up there, I guess. No, this one's being repaired. How close are you? You're almost done. We'll wait for you to repair. There you go. Not you. Okay. Reval honey. All to the trade house. Load and unload. Max. There you go. Off you go now. Where do we have ships? In Elberg and Oslo. And Novgorod, I forgot. Yeah, we made a ship out in Novgorod a long time ago. Let's wait for some ship to swing back around this way and we'll just grab it. Like, do we have other ships? No, other people are doing it. Alright. So you are going to be Hamburg, which is salt, right? But you need more ships for that. So we'll pick up some more in Elberg and Oslo. Interesting. We only sold a tiny amount of wood. Like, I would have thought there... We put like 4,000 there. I guess that one city just innately used up all of its wood. Or probably one of our trading ships distributed it to other places. Oh well. Hopefully Lübeck isn't still horribly... No, it's not overly supplied. So I'm seeing, like, most of the cities talking about their thing they're short on are things that I am not producing, or, well, things that I haven't set up routes for yet. And for a while they were all fish, so I guess that's, you know, a good thing. We need to get some wool trading going on. Oh, we got lots of things here. I didn't realize. What was our salt? How much salt do we need in each place? Salt was low, only 150. So 150, 8 cities. So 1200. Let's add one more ship. Just so we can have a bit of extra capacity. Alright, and you're starting in Hamburg. And you're going to do the route backwards. So that Ilberg is last. As is our wont. It's pleasant little music. There you go. Just checking out the potential quests. Oh, we don't have much salt in Hamburg at all. We need to up our production over here. Like, what's the problem? It's workers. We don't have enough workers. So we're consuming 4.8 with what we got. How much are we producing of wood? I think probably over much. Yeah. So we could have not twice as many production buildings because they're at half capacity. We just need to wait. Let it grow a bit bigger. Could use some more housing. Probably some more fountains. You want some money? Sure, have it. Just don't mess up my city. Okay, so this is going to take a while to get into things, but it'll eventually go. The other thing we wanted is we don't have an Oslo route, do we? Or did I just jump over it? No. Okay, let's grab some ships. What's going on here? And set more ships to be built. We always need more ships. I just get lazy about collecting them, so we'll only make them in our hubs now. Not like back in the beginning of the game where we had a ship going, or a ship being built everywhere, just to keep things going. Let's take some of these out of this. We'll have like, we'll have to have like a full supply and a narrow supply, depending on, based on the draft of the different ships. What am I looking for? Oslo wool, right. What was wool again? Wool was bad for this city, I remember. It's large, 250. So that's actually gonna need quite a number. All of our routes are undersupplied. They all need more capacity than we're giving them. Because I'm kind of assuming we'll eventually reach a steady state on many places. Anyway, Oslo wool. So where do I want our last one to be? I guess Hamburg is going to be our last one. Hamburg. It's a little messy, but that's okay. Or no, we can flip the two. That makes it 26 days. Yeah, okay. We'll just go with this. And wool was what we were saying? Yeah, when I look at this, I really wish the game was a bit more about production chains, like in a Factorio sense, where you're constantly having one good being used to produce another good, which then you sell on, and there's like some sort of a added value that you benefit you get. But no, almost all of what you produce gets consumed by the city, not by other production facilities. And you're really just building up populations to create demand and then selling to the citizens. Like like we saw in what was it, in Raval? Oh, pirate. We saw that one wood factory supports like 6 salt factories or something. Some ridiculous number. Guard east. Oh, actually away. What are you doing here? You should be off. Stop it. Scroll down. There you go. And you go ahead, take all this pitch. Alright. Supply is there. Guard east. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, it's moving. Let's follow it. Maybe it's going home? Or it might be going to another city. It is a pirate. No, it just came to our city. Oops. I was trying to shoot at this one, but I ended up firing off the other side. Accidentally. You know how it is. Didn't capture any, what a shame. Guard east, go back to Visby. Ah, there's some goods. Okay, I wanted to expand our wool production, potentially. You want me to make clothing? No, well, what do we have in... We've got some... Okay. Actually, no, you're in the middle of expanding something yourself, so I would not be able to get it easily produced. So, instead, we'll just build some more sheep farms. They'll get to it eventually. And how are we on population? We could use a few more houses. All right. Ah, there's another pirate. Stortbecker. Should we follow him? Now I'm kind of like engaged in the whole following the pirates around, but no, he's just sitting here. I'm surprised it hasn't given up. I guess it needed to be hit one more time. Usually when they're down to one ship that has low hull, then that's when they'll surrender. But that one took some time. Extra honey here. Really though, I should be minimizing our honey production here because we're handling it somewhere else. But it's okay. And what about No requests. I don't even own that city. That's potential. Do we have 18 salt and 37 cheese? We got salt. We don't have the cheese, but we can buy the cheese. No, we can't buy enough cheese. 37 cheese. Where's all the cheese? There should be more cheese. Mama cheese. There. Did it drop it off? There we go. So sure, we will go ahead and give you tribute. Because this guy's about to invade these cities. Away is returned. What's this icon? A storm is raging. Let's look at that. It's a bright, clear day. This is not a storm. That's full of lies. Alright, Aelberg, we said, was the last of many of our routes, so we can look at it and see what's being stored here and what is not making it to the end. So grain is not making it to the end. We need to increase the capacity of our grain production. Wool is not. Beer is not making it here. And meat is not making it here. And we have lots of hemp. So let's go and check out our grain. Dunsig grain. And it might just be because this separate grain thing is preventing it from being able to carry as much as it can. What are you doing? You have nothing in your Invisby, and you're gonna sit around with nothing. You're emptying way too fast or something. Here, let me get you some more grain. We're just not producing enough in store. Yeah, okay. It'll be fine. There. You want money? Sure. Let's just get some more grain production. Because we spent a lot of time trying to figure out how much each of our routes need. We haven't figured out how much production we need. And we need to do that at some point. We are lacking in wood. Yeah, we're only producing 84 a day. And we're thinking that each city, well, so that's 840 per 10 day, or we said we needed what, 300 a day per city. Cornbrook's hideout has been discovered. That's good. I think this is bugged again, so we'll have to deal with that. Here's Cornbrook. Yeah, he must have just came right out of it, right in front of us. Okay, well, knock his ship out. And then let's wait for them to tell me to go and wreck it. Wreck the place. Do we have a measure? Not yet. Destroy a pirate hideout. For a mere 240. But that's fine. And since we just took out his fleet, he doesn't have anything here. There we go. Bunch of spices on them too. Good deal. Go ahead, repair all that up. You want tribute. Eventually we'll be able to do all the tributes, but usually they're requiring things we don't have, like pelts right now. But in time, we'll have at least one city for each trade good. Like, right now, I'm thinking we don't have enough grain. We need another city that just produces grain. A Danzig of the West, perhaps. Maybe one of these cities down here. We'll figure it out. Why do I have so many cities, so many moored ships? Head back out. There's a supply. Guard, guard. Danzig grain is apparently off its trade route. Because we wanted to get some more ships. Where do I have some ships? Elberg, Thorn. But we already said that the problem with this is not the shipping, it's the production. So that's back to where it should be. Away is going. Supply, personal, and the 2 guards. Okay. Alright, we said beer is a problem. Let's look at our Stockholm, where we're building the beer. Here's Stockholm beer. So it comes here and it picks up not a full load. So we need to produce more beer. Right now we're producing 42 per day. We are consuming 10.5 grain. How much grain are we producing? 12. So I think we should probably build 1 more of these. Maybe 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. And then say another dozen of these. Doesn't quite want to line up right. Very annoying. We're like hitting the wall or something. Giving us problems. Where the wall will be. Alright, that's more than we need. I got carried away. Let's build some more houses. How was your well situation before? It was okay. Let's go ahead. Add a few more. We're making storage costs from what? What am I looking at? There. All this hemp we have here. Why do we have a bunch of hemp here? Do I have hemp farms? I do. Here, let's turn those off. Probably we had like an increased production at some point, and that's where those came from. Okay. And let's just sell that hemp right now to the local markets. Just to get it off our plate. My other ships will deal with it. You could play that game that way entirely. Like you could dump everything onto local markets and then trust your ships to just buy and sell from the local market instead of having all this storage space like I've been doing. Either way is a valid approach. I like this way better. It's arguably less efficient, less capitalism, but what can I say? I'm a control freak. We have a pirate there. I want to kill that snake so we don't end up with it as a captured ship. There we go. Just stealing my brick. I'm beginning to think maybe we should run for mayor of Lubeck. Like, it's not a bad place. Like, occasionally you might be able to get, like, given a new town, and then you can become mayor of that. Should we become mayor? Where do I do that? City Hall. Run for election. The next election will take place in 1373, which is quite a ways from now. And we would be a lock-in to win, but it's quite a ways from now. So maybe we'll wait until we'll see if we get perchance a new town to produce. Because they add more towns. Ooh. Always nice finding random stuff in the water. I'm not quite sure what the requirements are for a new town. I know it's like keeping them pleased, keeping the lords pleased, but like each lord only has a certain amount that they're able to give out anyway. So probably what I should do is just pick a guy and just focus on keeping him really happy. Maybe I should do that. So this guy, we're gonna keep this guy really happy. That was interesting. I didn't even see that was a thing. Do we have any outstanding assignments? A failed one. A blemish on our otherwise perfect record. Too bad. But yeah, Visby. And who else is this guy? This is the Visby Malmo guy. So whenever something pops up for him, we're gonna make a point of trying to fulfill it. He wants tribute, he wants pelts, and honey and raw metal. Well, we don't have pelts here, not that I'm aware of. We have 11. And how much did he want? 15. Do we have anywhere nearby? You're in Visby. There are pelts in Riga, right? Yeah. So we'll get some pelts in Riga. Bring them home. Making Riga very mad at us as we steal their last remaining pelts. But that's okay. You still want it? Yep. Pelts, raw metal, honey. Do we have that here? We have plenty of raw metal. Plenty of raw metal. We have too much. And we have enough honey. There you go. So he's at 47. He's getting more happy with us. We'll just wait a moment and see if something new pops. Lower the prosperity, and that's the problem. Because occasionally the people you're talking with are just mean. I don't want to lower the prosperity of Danzig. That's one of my home places. So we'll come back and check in with you later. Now this is more of a storm. It's all foggy. Yeah, I think the audio is bugged. Too bad. Probably means I've been playing too long. We need to get wine into our system at some point also. Yeah, we're really high on brick again. I'm just going to build more warehouses here because it seems like we're always over. The storm has destroyed the crops. Ah, that's what that does. So it, like, lowers the yield for certain things. Yeah. So for a couple days we don't have any whatever output, I guess. Anyway. The game seems like it's bugging out, and we are about to hit, well, we just did hit our second hour. So I think I'm going to stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you everyone for watching. Till next time.